Jocelyn. So today I'm going to be showing you some easy beginner transitions on VideoStar. So yeah, let's just get into it. So the first thing you're going to want to do is go on to New, and then Multi-Layer, and then hit the 1, and then just select your photo that you have imported in. Go on to Mirror right here, tap it, and you can choose any one. I usually choose the last one because that one looks the best. Now go on, hit 1, and then hit Edit Keyframes. Scroll all the way to the end, and hit this little thing right by this whole rotation panel. Now move this way to where it says 25. Now I'm gonna put this graph in here. I'm just gonna go ahead and use it real quick. So it looks like this so far. You can add on focus, which is the free version, or you can add on tracking blur if you have premium VideoStar. And yeah, that's the beginning of the spin. Then you're gonna want to hit create, done. Go on to your second photo, and then go on to multi-layer, the first number of this picture, and then mirror it again. Go on to edit keyframes again, and then this time go to the end of this picture, add another stamper, I guess, where that is, and then go the opposite way you did of the first spin and turn it to 75. And then on the second keyframe, the way you were turning it before, turn it to 100 that way. Well, not 100, just 1.00. Looks like this. Now there's also these little easing type of things. You can use those if you want. I just prefer using graphs because it makes it look a lot better. That's just my opinion though. I'm going to use her out graph, and I'm going to hit stretch, and then I'm going to add on tracking blur again, which if you don't have it, just use focus. It works just as good. Looks like this. And yeah, that's how you do this spin, the simple spin. Oh wait, I did something wrong. Wait. I'm going to go ahead and make it turn the other way, and then I'll get back to you when I get that done. Next transition is just going to be a simple slide. So do what you did for the spin, go on to New, Multi-Layer, then select your photo and mirror it. Then go on to Edit Keyframes, and this time scroll all the way to the end and go to Path, and then hit the keyframe button right there. And then you can slide it up, down, or to the side. It's whatever you want. This is one of my personal favorites. I'm just going to slide it up like this, as straight as I can. And then I'm going to put use the graph from earlier. And then, one second. Okay, so there's the graph from earlier. But instead of mirroring the photos like usual, I'm just going to mirror them this way. And then I'm going to add tracking blur. So it looks like this. Here's better quality for you. Then go into your second photo, New, Multi-Layer. Mirror it the same way you did before. Edit keyframes. And then go to Path again. And then just slide it the opposite way. So I'd slide it up this time instead of sliding it down. Then just use the other out graph that I gave you. Stretch. And then I'm going to add tracking blur on. And that's how you do this different type of downward slide. I learned it the other day and I really like it. So yeah. This next transition is going to be a zoom in. So basically go into multi-layer again. Select your photo and then mirror it the first way that I told you. Go into edit keyframes, go all the way to the end, and where it says size, you're going to want to add on one of those keyframes. And you're just going to want to slide it all the way to 200. And then add your graph. You can either make your own or use the one that I gave you. Make sure to give credits to her though. Then use focus or tracking blur, so it looks like this. Mine look a little bit slow because my pictures are very separated. So go on to your second photo, multi-layer, select it, mirror it like before. You don't have to mirror it right away. I just like to because it helps me focus on it more in a way. It looks a lot better. Now you're going to want to go on to add your two keyframes. on the size, and then go on to size on the first one and set it to 45. And then just use the outgraph that I gave you, or you can make your own. Once again, it really does not matter. And now just add on focus or tracking blur again. And yeah, that is how you do a zoom in transition. Transition is going to be the complete opposite, and it's going to be a zoom out. So go on to multi-layer again, and this is basically just the complete opposite of zoom in. You just reverse the steps. So for this one, go on and then size and then turn it to 45. And if I get another my iPad isn't backed up notification, I'm actually going to scream. Anyways, so just use the in graph that I gave you or make your own. Once again, it does not matter at all. And then focus or tracking blur, whichever you prefer. So this is what it looks like so far. Now go into your second photo and then just zoom it in like you did for the zoom in. Mirror it. I'm assuming since this is a beginner's video, a lot of you are beginners. So if I'm going too fast, just turn the playback speed down. Now when you're at size, on the first keyframe, turn it to 200 and then just do the outgraph that I gave you. Or make your own. Once again, it does not matter to me. Tracking blur, focus, whichever one you prefer, once again for the 80 millionth time. And yeah, that's how you do a zoom out transition on VideoStar. It's gonna be like a tile, like rotate, and this one I learned a few weeks ago and I love it so much. So go on to new and multi-layer, select your first photo, go on to color and then hit the search button and then type in tile rotate 2. Oh no, it's not tile rotate, it's tile spin 2, not tile rotate. Now you can do any layout you want. I'm gonna hit this up button and select this one right here because that's the one I like the most. Make sure on your first keyframe the layout effect is at 0%. Then on your second keyframe that you're gonna add, make a keyframe for your layout and then turn it to 25%. And then you can just copy this graph that I'm gonna do right here again. Give credit to her, and it looks like this so far. And then hit create, and then go on to your second photo, new multi-layer, select it, and then hit tile rotate 2 once again, not rotate, tile spin, select the one you did before, and then just turn the layout effect on the first keyframe to 75, and then on the second keyframe turn it all the way to 100, and then use the outgraph that I gave you, which is hers, so I hope she doesn't get angry. And yeah, that is how you do the tile rotate transition. This one looks really cool in my opinion. This one has been very popular in the editing community for the past few months. So it's called a shape spin. So go on and go into color and search up shape spin. There's different types of them that go certain ways. I prefer shape spin 2. Actually not 2, 1. So this is shape spin 1 where it just goes like this. Shape spin 2 is where it moves all of them at once. And shape spin 3 is where it moves like this. I prefer shape spin 1, but you can do whatever one you want. I think the settings for them are all the same. If I'm not wrong, if I'm not mistaken, I'm not too sure. Basically on your first keyframe, make sure the layout is 0% and then go to the end. Add another keyframe on the layout effect and turn it to 25% like the first one. And then do the graph that I gave you, or make your own, or use the easing types. I'm trying to give you a variety of options. And this is what it looks like so far. Create and go on to your second photo. Add on whatever shape spin number that you did. I did 1, so I'm going to just do 1 again. Go on to edit keyframes and make the layout effect 75%.